A very good morning to everyone. So, just begin by asking you, just tell me, has this ever happened to you? You wake up in the morning with a clear head, a good night's sleep behind you, and somewhere in your heart, a quiet confidence that today is going to be different. Today, you are going to be on top of things. And then the day begins. Something needs to be handled. A message arrives that can't wait, except it absolutely could have waited. A call that goes longer than expected, a task that was simple until it wasn't. And by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you look around at the rubble of your perfectly planned day and think, where did all the time go? So I'm sure something of that sort has happened to you people, of course, someday. And every hand, just in this room just went up mentally. I think I can feel it. That, so the problem isn't that you lack time. You have exactly the same 24 hours that Ratan Tata had or Mukesh Ambani had, but that your most organized friend has, that everyone who seems to have their life together has. The difference is how those hours are structured. Yes. And that beautifully is something you can learn. So today's session is time blocking for real results. So let me begin with this opening thought. If you don't schedule your priorities, distractions will. If you want, you can note it down. If you don't schedule your priorities, distractions will. Distractions do not wait for an invitation. They walk straight in and make themselves comfortable because you left the door open. An unscheduled day is not a free day. It is a day that belongs to everyone else's agenda except yours. So, time blocking is how you take that day back. Think about a train. The Mumbai local, I believe many are Mumbaikas here. The Rajdhani Express, the Vande Bharat, whatever train comes to mind. A train carries hundreds of people. It has an enormous amount of work to do, an enormous distance to cover, and yet it reaches its destination on time, reliably, efficiently, day after day. Why? Because it runs on tracks. It doesn't wander. It doesn't take a detour because something interesting appeared on the left. It doesn't stop in the middle of the journey because someone suggested a different route. It follows a defined path at a defined time and it arrives. Your day needs tracks, not rigid, suffocating tracks that leave no room to breathe, but clear, intentional tracks that tell you this is where I'm going. This is where I'm going there, and this is how long the journey will take. Without tracks, you are not a train. You are a passenger wandering around a crowded station, wondering why you haven't moved. So, let's understand what is the architecture of a time block, right? So, I would say three things. Time blocking is simple in principle, let me tell you, and you decide in advance what you will do, when you will do it, and how long it will take. That's it. And that's the entire method. What you will do, when you will do it, and how long it will take. But let me show you what this looks like in real life because that's where it works or collects dust. So let's talk about homemakers. Instead of waking up and reacting to the day, the child's tiffin, the sabzi wala, the in law's chai, the WhatsApp forwards, the household accounts all blurring into each other. Imagine if you sat with your day for just 10 minutes the night before, 6:30 to 8, morning routine and kitchen, 9 to 10, household tasks and errands, 11 to 12, personal time, rest, reading, walk, whatever fills you up, and afternoon, family and flexibility. As suddenly, the day has a shape. You know what's coming. Your mind is calmer, and you're not just responding, you're leading your own day. And as far as the working women are concerned, if I may ask you, how many times have you arrived at the end of a work day having attended 4 meetings, replied to 40 messages, helped 3 colleagues, and still not touched the one piece of work that actually matters? The report, the presentation, the project that has your name on it. That happens because meetings and messages have a fixed time. Your important work doesn't. So important work always loses. Time blocking fixes this. You put your most important work in the calendar like a meeting. 10 to 11:30 deep work, non-negotiable, no interruptions. That block is sacred. Everything else fits around it. And for the men, we are as a gender very good at being busy and very optimistic about how long things actually take. Oh, I'll take 15 minutes. Famous last words. Time blocking forces you to be honest with yourself about time. It is the difference between a day that moves with intention and a day spent putting out fires that, if we are honest, you could have prevented. And here is the gift. Structured days reduce overwhelm. When you know what you're doing next, your brain relaxes. The mental chatter quiets down. The constant background anxiety of I'm forgetting something starts to fade. Structure, paradoxically, is freedom. So let's begin with today's exercise. 3 blocks for tomorrow. Yes. So I want to give you one concrete thing to do before you sleep tonight. Take a piece of paper, yes, and write down 3 time blocks for tomorrow. Or because it's morning, so for the day you can also do that. Just 3, not 20, not a colored coded spreadsheet. 3. Now, block 1 can be work. That is, what is the one thing at work or in your home responsibilities that most deserves your focused attention? Give it a specific time. Write it down, like 10 to 11:30 a.m. I'll do this one thing. So it can be any time, just giving an example. So it is your professionally, some office work, for homemakers, some home responsibility, but work. Block 2, health. When will you move your body? Even a 30-minute walk counts. Don't leave this to chance. Chance always cancels it. Write it down. Let's say 6 p.m. walk. No excuses. So that is your block 2. And then block 3, learning. 20 minutes, that's all. Read a chapter, watch something that teaches you something, sit with a thought, grow in some small, quiet way, write down when you will do it. So you have to be work specific, you have to be time specific, Three blocks, three intentions. And let me tell you, one better tomorrow. So you don't need to plan a perfect day. You need to plan a purposeful one. There's a phrase I love. It comes from architecture. Form follows function. Yes, it means the shape of something should serve its purpose. A beautiful building is beautiful because of how it works, not despite it. See, your days are the same. When your time has form, when it has shape, intention, and structure, it doesn't just get more done. It becomes more beautiful, more yours, more alive. We spend so much energy managing our money, protecting our health, maintaining our relationships, and yet we let time, the one thing we cannot earn back, cannot borrow, cannot save, we let it drift by unattended, hoping it will somehow take care of itself. It won't, but you can. Either you run the day or the day runs you. Yes. So here is your call to action. Tonight, before you sleep, write down these three time blocks for tomorrow. Or if you want to do it just after this session, go ahead, work, health, learning. Give each one a time and a duration. Honors those blocks the way you would honor a commitment to someone you deeply respected, because the person those blocks are for is you. And you deserve that kind of commitment. So, with that thought, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you.